Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Rishi, and we are at episode 6 of the How to Study series. And in this video, we are going to take a look at spaced repetition. And stay tuned till the end of the video, where I will be giving you the link that I use in order to organize my schedule. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. So first things first, what does spaced repetition mean? So if you have been following the How to Study series, you would remember that in the video where I talked about forgetting curve, I said that to interrupt the forgetting curve, it's important to study sporadically so that we do not forget what we learn. So I used the term called spaced repetition, where you do not study one day and then forget and then don't study at all. You study one day and then you come back to the same content after a few days with intervals, so that you do forget few of the content, but when you come back to it, you retain it by recalling the memory. Yeah, it's kind of wordy, but let me tell you in another way. So for instance, you take up a subject, a topic, and then you start studying on the first day. And then you manage to complete the topic, and then you have successfully understood what the topic is about. You have watched a lot of YouTube videos, you have done questions, so now you remember. But the forgetting curve tells us that no matter how well you understand the topic, after one point, you'll start forgetting information, not the whole information, bits of information here and there, which might be crucial. So spaced repetition tells us that we should come back to the same content after 3 days. So on the third day, you will be doing another revision of the same topic. Then once you're done with the third day, you do not come back to it after 2 days, because you don't have to do it at the same interval. So as you progress, make the interval longer. So 2 days later, then you can do it 1 week later. So it will happen on the 8th day. So let's just put 1 week later. Then that's when you do your second revision. And then after 1 week, you can go for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you can go for 1 month, then 2 months. And then after repeating the same content this many times, you kind of nullify the effect of the forgetting curve. You will not be able to forget it even if you try to. So that's how powerful this method is. And there's one advantage to this method. Do you realize that when we study during our syllabus, and then we only take a look at the topic again when we reach our examination period? So that kind of forces us to cram in the study hours to learn back the topic, although we have studied it before. And this is kind of stressful during the examination period. But if you have this spaced repetition where you are revising the same topic with varying intervals, what happens is you do not have to worry too much during the exam period, because you remember everything. And since you're doing it with intervals, what happens is on the first day you might take, for example, 1.5 hours to complete the entire chapter. Then the third day, since you have not left much of an interval, you will not take 1.5 hours. You would actually take lesser time. So for example, 1 hour. Then 1 week later, okay, now this delay is a bit longer, so you might take around 1.25 hours. And then as your memory power gets stronger and stronger, as your repetition increases, the timing will decrease significantly. So at one point, you just have to take a look at the topic for 30 minutes to recall the entirety of it. So our goal is to have as much repetition as possible in order for us to retain the information that we learn on the first day itself. So these periods, these intervals allow us to remember whatever we learned on the first day, so that during exams we are much more at ease. So now we know that this works, but I know that it is tedious to try to plan out every single topic, every single chapters, and every single subjects. So what I did is I used Notion. It's a free to use organizing tool and app which allows users to maximize their productivity. And I have made a template which allows you to just put in the chapters and then the date you start, and then it will generate the rest of the days during when you have to come back and review the topic. So let's move on to the Notion part. Welcome to my Notion page. By the way, I'm studying MAFI, which is Monash University Foundation year, and I'm doing semester 2. And in this semester, I'm covering 3 main subjects: chemistry, biology, and mathematics. So for this, let's take a look at biology. Biology, as all of us know, it's one of the most factually dense subjects. So it's very important that we start our studying sessions as early as possible. As you can see, I have planned out the entirety of my semester, starting from chapter 1 all the way till chapter 9. And then what you have to do to use this template is just type in the chapters one by one, and then all you have to do is choose the date that you are starting, and then all of the remaining columns are formulas. They are not calendars at which we have to choose the date and arrange it yourself. No, they are formulas. So these formulas can be changed according to your own need. So what I've done here is, if you click on the first date, you will see this particular formula. So we have date at, study memorize. You don't have to worry about the details. So what you have to focus on is this last 2 parts, the number and the unit. So we have 3 days. So what it means is that this particular column will show the 3rd day from the day you start learning. And then the 3rd review I have is 1 week. So just change the 3 to 1 and the days to week. That's it. And then I will have here 1 month and then 2 months. That's it. So I only have 5 reviews, including the first one. I consider the studying session itself as the first review. So in total, I have 5 reviews. So after 2 months of repeating, I would have a better understanding and have a better memory of the chapters that I learned. This way, during examination periods, I wouldn't have to stress about covering all the chapters because I've already covered them. Spaced repetition actually gives you a peace of mind, as you don't have to worry too much about not being able to finish the chapters, because since you've already planned your entire structure, you're gonna have a much fun and easier semester or your year or your schooling year, wherever you are at. And the link to this particular template will be given down in the description box below, so feel free to use it. And on that note, we have come to the end of this video. As usual, thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.